What is up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Gaming on the Go. So I finally unlocked the Draft Prestige secondary weapon for the Sapper class, and I've been working really hard trying to unlock it. It takes about 30 blueprints to unlock it, and and when I first started using it, I oh man, I was so disappointed. I didn't think all that time I spent on trying to unlock it was really worth it. And part of the problem was because it takes 50 units to deploy. And you start the round with 50 units, and once you deploy, you have 0 units left. And so I was running around the battlefield, trying to attack some people, and the draft wasn't doing anything. It was just flying around, making lots of noise, giving away my position, and it wasn't shooting at anybody, it wasn't scanning anybody. And I was just wondering what is going on with the draft. And it wasn't until I started picking up weapons on the ground and collecting units, because that's how you collect the units for the Sapper class, is by picking up downed enemies' weapons. Once I started collecting units for the draft, then it started attacking and it started scanning. And then I started to notice just how helpful this draft was. Now, you have to keep in mind that the draft is not going to be your primary kill source. It's really there to be a distraction to help you keep the enemy distracted, and while you take cover or flank them from a different side. It's also good for information because it scans enemies through walls as well. So it does get kills, but don't rely upon it as your primary kill source just by camping out someplace and just expecting the draft to do all the killing for you. You have to use a little bit of strategy for the draft, and once you keep those things in mind, that you need units for it to do any kind of shooting and scanning, and to use it as a distraction while you try to take down enemies with your primary weapon. The draft is incredibly helpful, and it is a really good weapon in the Sapper's arsenal. So I'm going to get into a little gameplay here for demonstration. Now, the different game modes, I noticed the draft works better. Zone control and cargo and VIP and capture the flag, those kinds of game modes, draft is really helpful because the enemies you have a good idea of where the enemies are going to go, especially when you have VIP. You know where the VIP is at. Zone control, the three zones that enemies are going to try to take over. So it's really good for going into those locations, having the draft scan the enemies and start shooting at them while you go around and try to flank the enemies. Team battles a little bit harder because enemies are all over the place, and the draft is still helpful in those kinds of situations. But I noticed that capture the flag, VIP, zone control, cargo is also another good one. That those in those game modes, the draft works really well. So let me try. I'll try zone control. Yeah, I really enjoy the Sapper class. It's a really fun class. Sometimes I get a lot of kills. Sometimes I do okay. But it's every time I use it, I just have a lot of fun because it's really cool to just set your turrets down, watch your draft do its thing, or if you're using a seeker, all the secondary turrets that the Sapper has, it's just really fun, especially when you're by yourself. It's nice to have somebody like your turrets watching your back. Now, that was 50 units. Left me with 0 units now. So the Sapper, the draft is not going to be doing much. Now I'm going to collect this guy's units. There we go. So now I got some units. Now hopefully there we go. So now we got some units. Oh my goodness. Got killed from behind. Guy tried to rush me. There we go. So the draft helped me scan that guy, was shooting at him to distract him. Now, the one thing I don't know about the draft is when it shoots enemies, if the enemies start getting knocked around, you know, where they can't aim very well. Because I haven't really run into too many other people using the draft and being shot by it, so I don't know if it kind of jolts you as you're getting shot. Alright, come on. Alright, they killed my draft. Yep, there's a sniper over there. Alright, come on, need some more units.
Enemy taking B! Enemy taking Bravo! Capturing point C!
Alright, here's some more units. There we go. So my draft helped me weaken that guy so I can finish him off. Wow, that was a quick round. Okay. Not too bad. So you can see how the draft was shooting at the enemies, scanning them so they have that red outline, and that also enables you to see them through walls. And it allowed me to, you know, while they're getting shot at, allowed me to also shoot at the enemies. So it adds to the overall damage that the enemy is going to take. So it's pretty helpful. The one thing that I wish they would improve upon the draft is that sometimes the draft does get stuck behind walls, and you kind of have to go back and go near it so that it'll start following you again. But I wish that they would be a little bit smarter in having the draft know how to come back to you. But other than that, you know, I really don't have any complaints with the speed of the draft. It does keep up, as you can see on the map. It's keeping up with me fairly well. And
Capturing point B!
of course, it's kind of loud, so there we go. Hold on. I know there's a guy up there, so I'm not gonna try it. All right, so now I got some units. Hopefully that guy is. Oh my goodness, someone's got me with the grinder. But you see the draft was able to get the guys that were above. There we go.
Capturing point B!
Alright, we gotta get A.
They've called in a bomber. Point A is ours! We lost Charlie!
Whoa. Yipes. Wowzers. Surprised I didn't kill that guy.
We lost point A! Capturing Alpha!
Nope. Grenade.
Point A is ours!
There's my draft. There we go.
Capturing Charlie.
So you notice my draft killed that guy. There we go. My draft helped kill that guy.
Capturing Charlie. Point C is ours. We lost Bravo.
Okay, come on, guy. Come on, draft.
Capturing Alpha. We lost Point C. Recon aircraft ready for activation. Capturing Bravo. Calling airstrike.
Oh my goodness. There's a sniper out there.
Not good enough.
Oh, not too bad. 9 kills.
We lost the match.
Yeah, but overall, I really enjoy the draft. It's a lot of fun to use. It's really exciting to see it do its thing, attacking enemies for you, and occasionally getting the kills. And but it really helps out so that you can attack the enemy while they're getting distracted with the draft. But yeah, I mean, it looks like when the draft is shooting at the enemy, it looks like they're kind of getting jolted around, but you know. I don't know. I don't know for sure.
Grab those points.
Alright, I'll go for B. It's probably a risky maneuver because there's always a sniper, seems like, that pokes his head out over here.
Capturing Point B. Point C is ours. Point B is ours. I like what's happening here. Enemy taking B. Capturing Alpha. Enemy taking Bravo.
Alright, come on.
Keep it up. Alpha is ours.
Oh, there's some snipers over here. Or is that our guy?
Capturing Point B. Enemy taking
Cool.
Alpha.
My draft got that guy up there.
We lost Point A.
Oh, cool, I'm getting plenty of units. I'll wait for it to catch up to me.
Enemy taking C.
Alright, let's go get him.
We lost Charlie. Capturing Alpha. Point A is ours.
There we go. See how the draft kind of
Enemy taking
gets
Bravo.
stuck around the corner?
We lost Point B.
Wowzers.
Capturing Point B. Enemy taking A. Bravo is ours.
I don't know what happened with that guy, but that was an easy kill.
They've called an airstrike.
Cool. My draft got the headshot. There we go.
Enemy taking Bravo.
Nice. You see how they were just camping out there. And so, thanks to my draft distracting them, I was able to drop a grenade.
Enemy taking B.
So
Capturing
let me
Point
take
A.
this.
Charlie.
All right, here we go.
We lost point C. Bravo is ours.
Oh, somebody might be coming over here. Come on, Draft. There we go. There's another guy around the corner here.
Bomber deployed.
Wow, some lousy aiming, but well, not too bad. 10 kills, 3 deaths. Not too bad.
We won the match.
So yeah, so that was just a short demonstration of the draft for the Sapper class. I'd highly recommend it. I mean, I love this thing. It's a lot of fun to use. It's not, again, it's not going to be your primary kill source, but you notice how it was a great distraction for me to shoot the enemies from around the corner and see them through walls and objects. And also that one time when I dropped a grenade on a couple of them and killed them. So definitely worth it. And it's a lot. Sapper is just a really fun class. I really love that class. I don't know if it's my favorite, but I use them a lot because it's just fun. And I don't really care if I lose the matches or I don't get a whole lot of kills, because it's just really neat to be able to use the turrets, all the different kind of turrets that he has, and especially the draft, because the draft is a lot of fun. So remember, keep in mind that you need units for the draft to be able to start shooting and start scanning. So don't launch him when you first start the match. If you only have 50 units, don't launch him because he makes a lot of noise, gives away your position, and doesn't do anything. So if you happen to die in the first round, then when the next time you respawn, you'll start out with an additional 50, so that's 100 units. So that's a good time to deploy it. Or as soon as you are able to collect units on the first round. So hopefully you guys will get the draft. I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun, and hopefully you guys enjoy this video. And as always, keep gaming on the go.